Yes, this is the all-new 2025 Nissan Murano, and yes, I did the first drive program in Tennessee in December, and now I've had a chance to spend the week with this new Murano and really dig into it a little bit more than just driving it for a couple of hours. I think the bottom line for me is it's just a lot more premium than you'd expect for a Nissan SUV. And at this price point, I think there's just so much value here. It drives so nice. It has a ton of fantastic features. I love the looks. I love the interior. I love the tech. I always love Nissan's adaptive cruise control system, which is ProPilot Assist, and it's just continuously improving. If you've never used adaptive cruise control, use it in traffic on the highway. You won't regret it. It's fantastic, especially on a Nissan. We get some really interesting wheels. You know, take it or leave it. I like the blue I had in Tennessee better, although this is gorgeous, deep ocean blue. We do have the black roof option on this spec. We have a beautiful light semi-aniline leather interior. Let's go for a drive. It's funny, I was just getting on this country road where I often do this clip, and an old Murano just drove the other way. This thing gets a lot of looks because it looks really good. I love the new styling. It's very unique on the road, and there's not many of them on the road yet. In fact, I think this might be the only one I've seen in my neighborhood. All right, the drive is smooth. It's comfortable. It is no longer a V6. This is a new 2-liter 4-cylinder, making 241 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty. It feels completely sufficient. It is a new 9-speed automatic transmission. Out goes the continuously variable transmission. So it's all new. It's new for this new gen Murano. Tow's only up to 1,500 pounds. You're probably not buying the Murano for towing anyway, but regardless. And all-wheel drive, I think I've said this in the video already, but all-wheel drive is standard in Canada and available in the US. Nissan zero gravity seats I always find very comfortable. It did take me a minute to find my seating position for driving, but with memory seating, that's never an issue. I always look for that now because it's important. Once you find your driving position in a car, it's really important that be your driving position, because you need to be, you know, at a comfortable reach from the pedals, comfortable reach from the steering wheel. It's always very height dependent. I get a lot of comments on social about my height and how close my seat is to the steering wheel, or to how far forward my steering wheel is, or my seat is. But like, if your wrists are at your steering wheel like this, that is a comfortable driving position and safe. And safety is, of course, the #1 concern. But memory seating is fantastic for when you have more than one driver using a vehicle in your house, and this has the 2-position memory seating. Oh, I should also mention the camera. So bigger SUVs like this, I'm always really particular about the backup camera, because backing into parking spaces, or even just backing out of a parking space if you park nose forward, is, you know, it can be difficult, stressful, whatever you want to call it. I pick up my daughter at high school every day, and I park. I don't do a drive-through kind of situation. And there is all of her high school kids walking through the parking lot where I park. So I'm always very aware of parking with children walking in front of, behind, whatever the car. The cameras are key to that. Love the camera in this. I think that's a huge, fantastic feature. I feel like the Nissan's always surprising me with, or the Murano is always surprising me with its size. I think of it as a small SUV, but if you look at it from a side view and you drive it, it definitely feels like a bigger midsize. This is the top platinum spec. I love the clean Murano back end. It's a little dirty right now because it is the end of the week. I have to return it tomorrow. I've had it actually over a week. Power lift gate on this top spec, and plenty of room behind the seats. We do not have a spare tire underneath here, but we have a huge subwoofer for the Bose audio system. The back seats split folds 60/40, and you can fold them from back here. There's a release. There's some tie downs and hooks, and you can get a privacy shade, although it is not in this spec. Haptic type buttons on this wood-like material. This all came from the Aria, if you guys remember that EV. I love it. You would get used to it. I know some people have a problem, you know, giving up hard touch buttons, and I get it. We still get the volume knob, which I love. You can still skip your song. And of course we have a hard touch four-way hazards button, but wireless CarPlay is standard, and I love it. It is very responsive. I love the leather dash and just like the one big pane of glass for your digital driver's display and your touch screen all in one. It's very clean. It's very aesthetically pleasing. We even get a power adjustable steering wheel in this Platinum, which again I was surprised about. I like the shape of this steering wheel, kind of a flat bottom. Wireless charging, 2 USB-C chargers. The push button gearing, again, you would get used to. I'm not a huge fan of push button gear selector, but you would get used to it. And then drive modes, we have Sport, Standard, and Eco. I've been driving in Standard because this really isn't meant to be super sporty. We have a heated steering wheel over here as well, and then memory seating for 2 seats. 2 cup holders, a little cubby here, and a very large center console, which would even fit a small handbag, and a floating storage area underneath here. It's not big, but it's enough for a few devices or some papers, an emergency kit, something like that. Really beautiful interior. I really do like it. I feel like the only thing really kind of missing, or maybe not missing, but would be nice to have, is a digital rearview mirror. I absolutely adore this interior yet again, and we have plenty of room back here too. So center armrest with 2 cup holders, 2 latch or Isofix for child car seats, 3 tethers, heated outboard seats back here, and 2 USB-C chargers and vents. And I love that this floor is completely flat. The other thing I will say, surprisingly, rear window shades. And this light headliner combined with a panoramic sunroof that does open, again, like super surprising to me, like this level of luxury for this price point. It's really impressive. This is in my driving position. I'm 5'1", but this one's further back. Just plenty of room. All right, I know I talked about value at the beginning of the video, and I wholeheartedly agree. There's just so many features in here that you don't honestly see that much on a sub $60,000 car these days. Like, cars are so expensive, I know, but some of these features at this price point I think are fantastic. I really do enjoy this SUV. These also are Nissan zero gravity seats, which I find Nissan seats to be incredibly comfortable, and they're also beautiful. Semi-aniline leather on this top trim. Again, this is the Platinum top trim. The Murano starts at 49,628 Canadian, so just under 50K, around 40,000 US dollars in US. It is a 2-wheel drive. Canada all-wheel drive is standard across the lineup. This one is the top trim as tested, 57,643 Canadian dollars, and I priced it out on the US Nissan website at about 51,000 US dollars. So again, I think that is perfectly reasonable for everything you're getting in here. Let me know what you guys think. Please do subscribe. Come find me on social media. I'm XO Connie Peters everywhere, and I do a lot of short video content. That beep was somebody walking behind the car just now. Please do subscribe. We'll see you guys soon.